Hello, I'm Buell. I'm the Schenectady County historian.
My name is Nahomy Rivera, and I'm a Schenectady resident.
Well, tell us a little bit about your postcards.
Sure.
Where did you get them from?
I got them in an old, like a pawn shop up in Plattsburgh when I was about 15, 16 years old. And I've just kept them ever since because I thought they were really cool, and I just felt like they were important. And I noticed that some of them have, it says Schenectady, New York on them.
So you found these in Plattsburgh, so there's no connection with your family?
No,
you
no.
just thought they were interesting?
Yeah, I had a friend who was living out there at the time, childhood friend, and we just kind of took the day and was exploring the area because she was new to the area as well, and she was like, let's go sightseeing and shopping, and I'm like, sure, okay. And we went to a pawn shop and kind of just looked around and bought some cool stuff, and you know, things that teenagers do.
Now, how long ago was this?
So I was about 15, 16 at the time.
So, okay, so it was a while ago.
A while ago,
10,
yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, they've been in a box in my closet for quite a long time.
Okay, and how many are there?
I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16.
Okay, well.
Would you like to? This is an old birthday envelope.
Okay. 1909. Postcards, they didn't really get popular until like the 1890s and the first 2 decades of the 20th century. So 1909 was right around the golden age of postcards. This person lived in Rouse's Point, which is on Lake Champlain, I believe. Okay, this one doesn't have a colorful image. By 1909, there were plenty of colorful postcards with really nice historic images.
Cool.
Advice to the boys at the front. Remember that divided we stand, united we stand, divided we fall. The Bingtown Board of Strategy. Okay, a blank one.
There are a couple that are blank.
You have all the possibilities of becoming a complete stranger. This one caught your eye?
Yeah.
From San Francisco, California. Yeah, postcards, the first official postcard was before the Civil War, but they didn't get it all popular for another 20 or 30 years. They weren't very colorful back then. With the onset of photography in, 1850s, and then by the 1880s and 1890s, people are able to take good color photographs and then kind of turn them into postcards.
Was that with watercolor or with like special lenses?
I don't really know how they did it, but the government had to okay postcard usage by private people.
Oh.
Originally, it was just the government that could send a postcard.
How very considerate.
Canandaigua, New York. To my dear affinity. When in doubt, mind your own business. I'm sure, have you remembered to use this from time to time?
I still do.
Okay. Miss Frances Pyle in Morris, New York. Huh. Postcard collections can be quite valuable.
Really?
But an individual postcard, there's not like an individual postcard out there that's worth $1,000.
Okay.
It's like the most valuable postcard that I could find online was $95.
Wow.
Which, it's a lot of money for
a piece
postcard.
of paper.
Yeah. If you must lie, tell a big one. Mrs. Amos Calderon, something, from Vermont. Did you ever spend anything but the evening? Oh boy. Now this one is to Miss Nell McDougall, 120 Edward Street, Schenectady. That's interesting. Right, I'm still waiting for a colorful photo. But I mean, it's good to see these kind because not every postcard was colorful to look at. Dear Sister Lizzie. Where's her address? I don't see an address here. I don't know how it got to her sister Lizzie. Huh. Well, that's a question we'll never know. Today will be yesterday tomorrow. Do it today. Oh boy. Okay. Miss Harley Gleason? Something Mills, New York. Choose wisely. There are two kinds of women, those that break you and those that make you. This card was never sent. Isn't that kind of sad? The only place you find sympathy is in the dictionary. I feel like Johnny Carson on the Tonight Show. That's a good one, though. I like that. To my dearest friend, Miss Jolie Williams, Concord, New Hampshire. There is a significant message here to Jolie, but I can't read it. Something about a ball game. I hope she was able to read it herself. Love intoxicates a man, marriage sobers him up. The Mr. Barnwell family, Sullivan Island, South Carolina. Fitzdale, something? I like that postcard. It's an interesting postcard. Before editing it, I'll read it. A queer story. I heard a queer story the other day, and I'm telling it now to you. About a man who always replied whenever a letter was due. Now, do you believe such a story as this could ever be really true? One thing I am sure of. This wonderful man is no relation to you. Okay, I don't want to read that one. If you talk in your sleep, don't mention my name. Miss Nettie McDougal, okay, from Dwaynesburg, New York. Nettie must have moved out into the country. And this is a fairly legible message, but I won't invade their privacy. Sent by Bertha. I have no idea who Bertha might be, and this is from 1912. There's a very popular Bertha that lived in Schenectady in 1912, but I don't believe this is from her. But that would be fun. But they are very interesting.
Thanks.
And I'm happy you bought them, and I'm happy you, kept them all this time. How much did they cost?
Maybe a couple of cents to $1. Okay. It was a pawn shop, so a couple postcards.
Did you buy them in a group, or did you buy them separately?
It was like a couple boxes, and I just picked through the ones I liked, and 10 cents here, 25 cents there, and so.
Okay. That's very interesting. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep.